Good afternoon, everyone. It's so great to be with you here today. And I want to thank all of the organizers today, the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, the National Institute of Urban Affairs, and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, as well as, of course, UCLG and our C40 partners. You know, a year ago, I was with all of you at U20 in Jakarta in late August. Back then, I was mayor of Los Angeles, one of the world's great cities, and one of the founding cities of U20. And with our amazing host, then Governor Anies Baswedan, I joined with mayors from other cities around the world, from G20 countries, to meet with one another and to further friendship, and to agree upon a global urban agenda that we urged the national leaders of the G20 to implement in order to make the world more just, more prosperous, and more livable. I am so excited that while I'm no longer mayor, I'm now serving as the United States ambassador to this year's host country, India. And thanks to the government of India and the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, led by the Honorable Kirit Kumar Parmar, this year's gathering couldn't come at a more exciting and urgent time. This is the 6th meeting of U20, and India's overall G20 theme is One Earth, One Family, One Future. As the city Sherpas have already noted in their reports, the U20 emphasizes how actions at the city level can drive lasting positive outcomes for the world, underscoring the interconnectedness of our world and also of our shared future. Now you, as local government representatives, understand this better than most, and trust me, I know. It is our residents who start new businesses or go looking for new jobs. They are the ones stuck in traffic. They are working to achieve clean air and clean water, to build more housing, and who want the health and infrastructure investments that they and the world deserve. I share the organizers' view that we are in a unique inflection point from intention to action on working together across our cities. We must strive for balance between economic prosperity and environmental impact, increasing densities and sprawl, and diversity with social cohesion in all of our urban areas. So now I would offer is the time to harness technological advances to reduce the digital divide in our cities. And India has such a very interesting story to tell you on this topic. India has been taking big swings and making big strides in closing the digital divide among their most needy people. We know that the 6 pillars this year of encouraging environmentally responsible behaviors, ensuring water security, accelerating climate finance, leveraging local potential and identity, reinventing frameworks for urban governance and planning, and catalyzing digital urban futures are critical to us all. As U.S. Ambassador to India, I'm focused on work around what I call the 3 C's: culture, climate, and cities, all of which can be addressed here in U20. And as former mayor of one of America's most vibrant and international cities, Los Angeles, and as a former leader of C40, almost 100 world-leading cities collaborating to confront the climate crisis, I can truly say I have witnessed what cities can do, and I understand how economic opportunity starts locally and grows from there. You see, the challenges we face as cities and urban leaders, but also as countries, they're immense. They pose an existential threat to our people. And with more than half of the world living now in urban areas and urban cities, they are the most vulnerable people to impacts of climate change, disasters, environmental degradation, resource depletion, chaotic growth, and socio-economic inequality. So the U20 gives cities a platform to come together and to forge actionable agendas, real action to combat these growing concerns. So it's difficult to overstate the urgency of this moment and of the challenge presented by climate change. Climate change undermines our security and well-being and causes serious economic disruption, costing the global economy more than $2.2 trillion in the last 2 years. I recently met in Ahmedabad with a woman who works in the construction trade, and she said it so powerfully that she literally can't touch the bricks for much of the day anymore because it's simply too hot to even work. It burns her hands. This isn't about big ideas. This is about everyday people. And this sort of work serves to highlight the vital importance on a few of the U20's priorities on encouraging environmentally responsible behaviors, ensuring water security, and accelerating climate finance, especially in the developing world. So, we need you to produce an equally bold and actionable agenda to confront global climate so together we can be better for the planet. My friends, without urgent action, climate change could push 100 million more people into poverty by the end of this decade. That certainly is not the story we want. And as a global community, we need to cut our emissions of harmful gases, and cities are at the forefront of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. This is an essential step for the health of our planet and our people. The reason we do everything else we do in the first place is for people. It's why we work towards a healthy planet. And the U20 and the established priorities for 2023 only enhance that effort more, accelerate our work, with cities contributing largely to the productivity of nations in the world. We are in a unique, pivotal position to develop the solutions to our most pressing global issues. We do this not just for the world today, but we do it for our families, for the next generation, so that we can have a sustainable and prosperous future on this planet. We have witnessed what cities are capable of individually. For example, as mayor of Los Angeles, we used to have a city that was 98% not carbon-free, but we are going to be 100% carbon-free energy by 2035. So if we can do that in just a couple decades, let's see what cities are capable of doing when they come together, when they reach beyond their grasp. Let's create strong actions to address our global agendas. Let's work together to invest in our planet and our people to leave a better world than we found it. I look forward to seeing the impact of the U20 and C40 and UCLG's cities' collective efforts have not only on our urban areas, but on a global scale. Because if cities lead bravely, countries can achieve more. And when countries achieve more, the world can breathe better. So let's inspire urban leadership that inspires global outcomes and show that cities' strengths, our diversity, our innovation, our hopefulness is exactly what the world needs more of. Thank you, my friends, and good luck.